And if a member of this body disagrees with what I'm doing, then by God, they ought to come down here and stand up in front of the United States Senate and stand up in front of the American people and stand up in front of God and stand up in front of country and stand up in front of all these people, these good people that aren't being paid, and say, here's why. And I'd like to ask, Mr. President, this probably is an improper motion too. I got to delve a little bit more in this improper motion stuff. I want to see the rule that says I can't do what I just tried to do. And I want to see it bigger than Dallas. I don't want to see that it's implied or it's a penumbra. And I want to see the rule that says somebody can come on this body into this body without recognition and be heard.
Old man yells at cloud is what that was. Yo, I'm Justin Freakin. Right-wingers keep trying to mock me for my sub and view count on YouTube, so I guess I'll be a good content creator and do what the algorithm gods demand and tell you to like the video. Or dislike it for all I care. I know I'm not a very likable personality. But if you do enjoy the vibes around here, be a good subby and seduce that subscribe button. And if you want to find out what that news be doing Sunday through Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 Pacific on the Troll Patrol Live, then be sure to hit that bell the way I would hit the bong.
And the motion to reconsider be considered made and laid upon the table.
Is there an objection?
God, he was so proud of
Objection
himself.
is heard.
Senator Schatz more time. As he objected and left the chamber. Is he coming back? Well, wait, just one sec. I mean, is he
quick question?
Is he ill? What should I do, Mr. President? Should I give him more time or?
Mr. President, point of order. Is it appropriate for someone not to be recognized to just say I object and run out? The senator's not been recognized. The senator had the floor, the senator from Louisiana, who's made a proposal, and then I heard some noise in the background and that was it. But I never heard a senator being recognized. So it sounds to me that no one has been recognized to object.
This is Barrasso.
What? Could we get a ruling, Mr. President? I don't want to be unfair to anybody.
I'm not sure which Democrat made the objection.
I told them ahead of time
An objection was raised and an objection was heard.
So should we give Senator Schatz more time to come back, or?
Senator Schatz? I don't even know who that is.
Should we give him more time to come back and explain? Wait, I see the parliamentarian giving us some guidance.
I'm not high enough for this shit.
You're Willie Nelson high. You're smoking some of the best dope God ever put. Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
The chair cannot answer that.
Okay. May I inquire why not, sir?
Not opine on why a senator is in the chamber or not in the chamber.
Can you opine on why my colleague objected and then immediately left, and whether he's coming back?
Not an appropriate parliamentary inquiry.
Mr. President, my parliamentary inquiry is a bit different than that. I never heard a senator recognized from the chair by the President of the Senate.
I have no idea what's going on right now.
You had the senator from Louisiana had the floor.
I have no idea what's going on right now.
The presiding officer said, "Is there objection?" At which time, routinely, someone seeks recognition on the floor.
Oh yeah, I get that. A Democrat made an objection and then apparently left the chamber.
The senator does not need the floor to object.
So I just want to be sure, Mr. President, I'm not trying to put you on the spot, but I see our parliamentarian.
Complicated stalling technology.
Does that mean I can object to anything at any time without being recognized?
Probably.
That's correct.
I don't even have to get the floor.
Does not need the floor.
The senator does not need the floor to object
So
to
I
a
can
unanimous.
walk
Yeah, the parliamentarian is the rules. That's the,
the debate.
dungeon master, I guess you could say.
without the floor, right
Explaining it to the nerds.
in front of God and country and say, I object, and it shuts things down? I don't understand that.
If there is a unanimous consent
Request.
request pending, any senator in the chamber can object,
Including the chair.
including the chair.
Without having the floor.
Correct.
That's correct.
And again, with respect, Mr. President, is your ruling that Senator Schatz, who is my friend, I talked to him before I was coming down,
Who is Senator Schatz?
he did
What
not
state?
have the floor?
They have to be relatively
The
new.
objection was raised and the objection was heard.
But did he have the floor?
The objection was properly lodged. The objection was heard.
Yes, sir. Not to put too fine a point on it, but did he have the floor? Because
The senator did not need the floor. He raised an objection and the objection was heard
And sustained.
and sustained.
Motherfucker been in the Senate since 2012. How in the
Senator
fuck?
Marino, did you want to say something? I saw you raising your hand.
Mr. President,
The senator from Ohio.
I just wanted to clarify where we are right now, because I think we may have brushed through it. So my question to you, to my colleague from Louisiana, is this doesn't remove money from the money until the government.
Yes, I also was singing
like
Might Be Giants in my head
DHS, where their paycheck is being held.
when he
But
said not
once
to put
we
a
do
fine
our
point
job-
on it.
Because they're doing their job. Once we do our job, everybody would then get paid, correct? There's no.
That's what they closed with.
And so that seems to me, would you agree that that's like a bare minimum?
It was awesome.
standard? Because any of us can go to the clerk of the Senate and say, hey, hold my check until this government opens. What your resolution is saying is that all of us should do that, correct?
Senator, I think you're right. And, you know, you started out, your comments were saying, where are we? I think we're on Pluto. I mean, I do not understand how the chair has ruled that the senator didn't have recognition, but he could still object. And I don't understand how that is possible. I just don't understand how that is possible. In fact,
I almost said the same thing, Polonius, and then I
about the
thought,
majority leader had
well, he didn't say he was on a planet. He just said he's on Pluto. He could be on Pluto.
is centered around the proposition
He didn't
that
make
at
the
any
claim
time,
that it was a
the majority
planet.
leader can assert his right. It's a custom, not a law. Can assert his right to control this floor, and that shuts down my recognition. But he's got to get recognition. He just can't come in here and say, "Stop talking."
I believe he just did. What you
And
gonna
I
do
don't
about it,
understand
bitch?
How a senator can object. I don't understand how a senator can do anything in this body.
Oh, did he say? I don't know what planet.
recognition.
I thought he said, I don't know where we're at. Pluto.
I'm no expert on the Senate rules, like.
If so, then call him out on Pluto not being a planet.
But you know, you don't have to be an astrophysicist to understand that's one of our bedrock rules.
No astrophysicist are you, apparently,
I would
because
ask
you don't
my
know Pluto's
colleague
not a
if you would
planet.
Consider resubmitting your request again as a motion to reconsider.
Well, I will do that, but I don't want to be unfair to my Democratic colleagues. I don't believe in surprising people. Senator Schatz told me, we had a conversation last night. Said he was
Senator
going to object.
Shits.
I respect
Maybe
it.
Senator Schatz had the shits.
And if he has left the building,
He might be washing his
I don't
ass,
wanna
sir.
Go behind his back. So I don't want
Life
to
is too
do that
short
unless
to
you
walk
can
this
communicate
earth.
with him.
Bureaucrats, the asshole. Wash your ass.
Is he still here? Mr. President, do we know if Senator Schatz is still here?
I got the IBS. I know the poop calls sometimes.
But I don't want to blindside him.
Washing his ass with Kennedy's bill. It wasn't a bill, it was a resolution. He made that very clear.
Tuxes don't bring me into this. Gary?
Once again, this was the Senate floor just a couple hours ago.
I mean, I would like to urge reconsideration, but I'm not going to do it and blindside Brian. Can I bring it back later?
Bring it back, bring it back.
Could I get a ruling on that? Could I ask that we contact Senator Schatz and tell him I'm thinking about reconsidering, but I don't want to blindside him?
Well, you got your phone on you, son? Give him a text. You said you were friends.
It's not an appropriate parliamentary inquiry.
What if I made a motion?
Fucking FaceTime him.
Could I move that we contact Senator Schatz and tell him I'd like to move to reconsider?
I want to see him call him on the floor.
I don't want to blindside him.
There is no such motion.
I just made it up. You're telling me I can't do that under the rules?
Get the motherfucker on the phone, on the phone.
I mean, I could move to reconsider and blindside him, but I don't want to do that. So why can't I move to reconsider subject to us waiting for Brian?
Make the move to reconsider and see if he pops his head back in and objects again.
Can I do that?
There's no such motion.
Sure there is. I just made it. Are you saying that the motion's out of order? Look, this is a serious matter now.
Yes. It would take unanimous consent.
This is a serious matter. Now, we've established that this resolution doesn't affect the House. It just says to the senators.
There has to be somebody over on the Democratic side. There has to be some staffer or something that can run to his office. You've got staffers, Kennedy. What the hell? I thought this was going to be contentious. It's not contentious at all. This is just hilarity. This is a comedy of errors here. Some shit.
We're in a shutdown. No senator is going to be paid. You don't lose your money. You pick it up after it's over, after the shutdown's lifted. We've established the fact, Mr. President.
Oh, now he's indignant.
That this went through the Rules Committee unanimously. Did I mention it went through unanimously? That every single Democrat and every single Republican said, yes, Kennedy, let's do this.
I owe this man. God damn it. God damn it. I owe this man.
Mr. President, we've established that even though there are varying degrees of wealth among members of the Senate, and I say that's great, every single senator makes at least $170,000. They're not going to lose a penny. Not one single solitary penny. Once the shutdown is over,
Thank you for calling the office of Senator John Kennedy. Sorry we missed your call as we are busy assisting other callers at the moment. Please leave a detailed message along with your name and contact information. You may also reach Senator Kennedy online by visiting www.kennedy.senate.gov and clicking on the Contact the Office tab. Please know that your call is very important to us. Thank you.
Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Senator Kennedy, my name is Justin FREAKIN. I'm a YouTube and Twitch streamer. I've been doing a show called The Troll Patrol for about 6 years now. And I would like to call and personally thank you for the amount of content you have provided for me. I've been sitting here watching you for like the last half hour, cracking up over the stupid shit you have been saying on the Senate floor. And for 6 years, I have multiple graphics that pop up on my screen. My chat loves them, where you're asking for cock in your mouth or telling somebody they're Willie Nelson high. Like, we have gotten so much good content out of you. I despise you. I think you're a horrible person, a shitty politician, and I think you're smart enough to know that you're a gigantic piece of shit. But I've got to thank you for the amount of content that you provided my show. So, Senator Kennedy, thank you very much.
You have reached the maximum length for
Perfect.
a recording. To send this message,
I was going to say more, but apparently I won't.
3. To re-record it. 4.
Six fucking years of content this man has given me.
They get their money. We've established that. We've established that there are 260,000, not 2,600, not 26,000, 260,000 of our colleagues working in the Department of Health and hospitals that are not being paid. And a lot of these people.
Here's the thing, though, about that phone call. It cut me off, and it was perfect timing on the cutoff. But I was then going to call him a grandmother and say he could be my GOP mommy. Because I do think he looks like a grandmother. I think he looks like he should be in the kitchen making me some cookies or something. Does he not? Tell me that doesn't look like a grandmother.
Do not have immense wealth. But they're not being paid because of our conduct. And I think we've established that this is a chance to show in a
He does. He sounds like one too.
Way, a baby step, that we're going to share their sacrifice. And there's been an objection. I heard that ruling.
Mrs. Doubtfire about him.
But for the life of me, I don't know how you can object without seeking recognition, without having recognition. I've never heard that one.
Double made a dish and then got mad at the other person that made the same dish.
The foothills.
Oh, you know I always make this dish. You know I always make this dish. And you have the nerve to bring your dish in here?
To be reconsidered. And all I'm asking, I don't want to blindside my friend Senator Schatz. I don't play that way. I want to give him full opportunity. All I'm asking is that somebody call Senator Schatz and let him know that I'm going to move to reconsider, and I don't want to do it.
Oh my God, DJ Dub, are you here?
That's all I'm asking.
Do you want to help me make a video of like a trailer for Mrs. Doubtfire 2 starring Senator Kennedy?
Is there an objection?
We use the Aerosmith dude, looks like a lady and everything. I'll get millions of views off that.
My good friend, this senator didn't have recognition either.
Have you ventured into video yet with AI?
All right, I'm coming back, Mr. President. And I'm coming back, and I'm coming back, and I'm coming back. Did I mention I'll be back? And if a member of this body disagrees with what I'm doing, then by God, they ought to come down here and stand up in front of the United States Senate and stand up in front of the American people and stand up in front of God and stand up in front of country and stand up in front of all these people, these good people that aren't being paid, and say, here's why. Maybe we need to change the Senate rules, Mr. President. I appreciate your patience. And I'd like to ask, Mr. President, this probably is an improper motion too. I got to delve a little bit more in this improper motion stuff. I want to see the rule that says I can't do what I just tried to do.
Which thing do I clip here? I loved him saying, I'm coming back, I'm coming back, I'm coming back. I really want a sound clip of him saying, I want to see the rule that says I can't do what I just did. I gotta use that one. That was awesome.
And I want to see it bigger than Dallas. I don't want to see that it's implied or it's a penumbra. And I want to see the rule that says somebody can come on this body into this body without recognition and be heard. Because I don't believe it.
Someone can come in this body.
No disrespect. Shouldn't be driving. Thank you, Mr. President.
Who shouldn't be driving? You shouldn't be driving because you're too fucking old?
Thank you, Mr. President. Just a parliamentary inquiry. Again, this is just somebody who's not been here a long time.
Yeah, you just got there.
Parliamentary
Kennedy
inquiry.
been there for years. Okay, that was a lot. It was absolutely worthless in terms of news, but it was very entertaining. We watched 30 minutes of Kennedy just arguing with the rules. Old man yells at cloud is what that was.
Like one hit and hit one back, one more click, but we hit the set an alert when that shit goes live, so she fucking support and hit subscribe. Light one up and take a hit. He does no harm, but he takes no shit. He's the last one standing when the ship is sinking. Let's take another rip for Justin Freakin.
Light one up, tip one back. I'm Justin Freakin.
Not high enough for this shit.